All right, morning. 7:35 in Chicago, April 2nd. Hope everyone's well. We had a little address from the White House yesterday, so we finding out that war's still going to be sticking around for a while. I thought we think we knew that anyway, but we'll see what. Let's see what's going on. All right, so 6:45:58 now. So we closed at 6:55:24. All right, so we're down about $9 and change right now. All right, so we had to move to the downside, right? And we got the 2-2 back up, and now here we are going to be back right inside here. Right now we are currently trading at 645.50. All right, so we're right in this area, right in here, right now. All right, so we're going to be stuck inside this bar, and to get out of that, it's going to take 637.95. I was hoping maybe you could, spice it up a little bit more, get back down to that 638 area, that 636. We got down to 630. All right, on that move to the downside. That low was 629.28. All right, so see if we can break this bar. I mean, if we don't even break this bar today, again, this is going to still be ongoing for probably through the whole month of April. All right, nothing goes fast. Okay, so let's say that we're going to be stuck inside here for today, and we'll see. And again, our next magnitude to the downside would be 637.39. All right, and then I pull it up on the daily, and I'm sorry, on the weekly. So we're going to finish the week today. Now this is going to be our last day of the week because we got Holy Week, and we got Easter on Sunday. All right, so we'll see what shakes out to finish this week here. So we kind of now our week that was getting better is going to take a little bit of a hit. Not too much, really. I was really hoping that it'd be lower. But 645 is what we're getting right now. 645.28. All right. So this your week is going to shrink down again here a little bit as we start to see as the market opens. And then we can look at it on the 4 hour, and nothing really showing us anything here right now. You got the 2-1. So 8 o'clock, we'll get a new flip on the 4 hour. So we got a 2-1 here. All right, so we're going to get a new one coming back up here. We're looking for that 2-1-2 back down is what we're hoping to get for. That's what we'll be targeting for. All right, so SPY, there we are, and we'll pull up the diamonds. We're same situation no matter where we're going here, guys. All right, on the daily, well, we are going to be stuck. All right, so here's your day. Right now, we're going to be stuck right in here at 459. Where we at 459.40. All right, so again, inside the 2-day bar. And that's going to take something to break that down too at 654.52. So we'll see what today brings. Buyers just insatiably want to step in all the time. So and know that. All right, know that. All right, so diamonds, there we are. We're going to be stuck inside there, and then we look at it on the weekly, and you know what's going to happen. You're going to just shrink that back down a little bit. All right, so this is going to come back into here, 6,459.35 right here, right in here. All right, so that's where we come out at. Now our month will stay good. We shouldn't. We should. You know what? We may turn. We're already red on the month here now, so we got the shooter coming back down. All right, so we could triangle out the month. We're very close to it, but we'll see what happens. It's only the second day of the month. All right, so diamonds. There you go. QQQs. What are they're trying to pop back up right now on the overnight here, back up to 573.34. Let's go back to the daily. All right, coming back here. All right, got down to that low at 554.73. Took out a lot of that we were talking about, and still look at how quickly it just came back up to triangle that out. All right, didn't get took it all out, and went higher. All right, so Q's, I think you're going to be stuck in a 2-day, and that's the same way as the other guys. But where are we at? 573. All right, so we're right inside here right now. All right, so going to be stuck in the 2-day pattern from the 2-day from yesterday, and we got a day that looks like it's going to be coming in. It's definitely going to be taking day down because right now we're going to be below that yesterday's lows. All right, so there's your daily on that one. Here's your weekly on that one, coming back in a little bit as well at 573.47. All right, so your week is going to pull back, and then you're going to see that month is going to be this one should turn red here on the opening on the monthly. Okay, so all right, so this is where we are right now. We'll take a look at IWM, and then we'll just focus on the futures here. All right, so IWM right now, there you go, stuck inside on the month. It's already red from yesterday, so more downside there. We'll see where right now 244.46. So we're a little bit lower here. Probably taking the biggest of the hits here this morning would be on the small cappers coming back down. So we're going back inside to the 3-day here too. All right, so we're starting to go back into that day, and that's the one that made the low. All right, so here we are, man. This is where we're going to be right now. We're going to be right in the middle of this range. So going to be difficult. We're trapped. I mean, we're really trapped inside here. All right, there's your 4-hour. You'll get a flip at 8 o'clock if anything changes there. It looks like they're still under pressure right now. All right, so we'll see. We could get the 4. The 4 could click here, but there's not too many good setups. But you could see that you could go lower if that 4-hour breaks at 8. All right, we'll see what happens with that. All right, so IWM, there you go. Couple of mentionables. What do we got? Cisco was just not acting right yesterday. Going back to the daily again. All right, so where you at? Where you at? Where at? There he is. All right, shooter down yesterday went out on the lows on Cisco. I don't know what's going on there, but this thing is really falling apart here, and it's, I don't think it's tied into what's going on with the wars and all this other stuff. There's something else going on with Cisco. She's sick. Somebody needs to get some medicine over here to Cisco immediately, because this thing just took a big crap yesterday for no apparent reason. I mean, there's no news out. I'm searching for news. I don't find anything on news. This thing just fell out of bed yesterday. All right, so we wait to see if Cisco is going to turn things around. All right, and then we'll pull it up on the weekly. And look at your week here, kind of a mess as well. Back inside to this whole equilibrium area here, where, you know, this is where all the meat and potatoes are, right in here. And, you know, until we either break out of this either way. Now, we look at this, we broke out there, and then, you know, it came right back home. All right, so here we're still stuck inside here now. And this morning, we are trading at 76.33, so it looks like we're going to take your week's going to go all the way back down to the lows here, and it looks like we're going to take the day down on Cisco. All right, Cisco just yesterday, I was just looking at it, I was just like, this thing's not right. Now, Marvel is just an absolute stud who continues to amaze us, right? Up to 107.84 yesterday. I sold some yesterday on this 2-2 move up. All right, so and where are we now? We're back to 102. We're not even taking out yesterday's day. All right, so we're going to be, where are we at here? 101 right now. All right, so we're going to be inside day, guys. All right, Marvel, you're going to come back in. Let's be patient and see if they can get this market to puke some more. All right, that's what we're really looking for. Okay, so we can get some better prices. All right, Boeing with the gap up, back down to 202s, which is okay. Day back down, gap to fill. Let's go. All right, I missed Boeing down here. I was whining, and then here she's coming right back to me anyway. All right, so 202, we're in this gap area now, so we have to fill that gap. Well, 80% of all gaps get filled, so you know. All right, but somehow we have to try to see if we can break this back down again. And if we could get back into here, then I think we can maybe get something better down there. But I don't think we're going to get anything better than 202 or 203. I think we got good support level there. All right, so Boeing, keep an eye on it. If you like it, I mean, look at how quickly it recovered. Okay, just that tells you how quickly this thing recovered. This thing really wants to go, but there's just too many obstacles right now. All right, so wait and see what that happens. Take a look at the quick peek at the week, and look at the week with the big outside week. Ooh. Boo. Give me the 322 back up. I don't know. All right, it's going to take some time. All right, so leave that one there. Boeing. What else do we? Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. We're going to be down about. Right now, we're going to be down 457 points on the opening here. All right, so we closed. I'm not getting the closing price. It was I think 23,736. No, that's just where it's trading from right now. All right, so but we're moving down. We're going to be down about 2% on the opening on the Qs on the NASDAQ. All right, here's the daily right here. Got it bust through 23,672 to break that. We are sitting at 23,736. We are going to test that low, I think, here, folks. Would definitely be paying attention if this thing starts to come down and break the day. We definitely want to be paying attention to that. All right, so we're close. We're about $80 away. All right, so there's your NASDAQ. And then we'll pull it up on the MYMs, on the cash. This is the diamonds. All right, so diamonds back down. What's the lows? 46,072. We are at 46,194. We're chasing about $80 to break the day down from yesterday on the Dow Jones. Right now, the Dow Jones Industrial Average should open somewhere around about 620 points to the downside, which would be at, excuse me, that's about 1.4% to the downside. All right, so small cappers. I'm not small cappers, but diamonds coming back down. All right, and we'll look at IWM. I kind of already looked at them anyway, but here we come down again. Shooter down on the day. Shooter down on the day yesterday, big time. They saw this coming. All right, they definitely saw this coming. These guys were selling all day yesterday on IWM. All right, closes with the shooter down. Didn't quite pin it to the lows, but damn well close. All right, so IWM down here, and that's going to go into. I don't believe that goes into force. I believe it. Yeah, 244. All right, so we're coming back. Thick into yesterday's days. All right, we already talked about that. All right, so 244, we're going to be inside there on the IWM on your daily. I mentioned that Roblox. I don't know why. I just think that this might be a place, man. All right, 2-2 back up, holding well. All right, finally we got a nice 2-2 day. It ran up, I did it here, and it triangled out. Okay, this thing, all it's been doing is triangling out. Okay, this is just another attempt. All right, but sometimes they go. All right, so Roblox, there you go. Stuck where you at right now. The thing I like about it right now is that it's only down about 60 cents here this morning. So they're not picking at it that much. It's like, there's nothing, there's no bone, there's no meat on the chicken bone here. So there's nothing to go after with this thing. It's lean. So there's nothing there. All right. So 2-2 up yesterday, and doesn't look like it even breaks. It looks like it's going to be close. It's going to be close to break yesterday's lows, but it's hanging in there pretty good. All right. What else did I want to talk about? SPX right now, we're sitting here. I see the SPY right now trying to fight back up here at 645.85 now, coming back inside on the 60 right now. SPX, you never get a good read here, so 65.27 right now. All right, so a little slightly lower, taking this, looking to take this day down, and we're going to be back inside there a little bit as well. All right, support levels on this one are still, mine are set at 62.12. My numbers are way off on that. All right, just because so much vol. But we didn't even get too close there. We got down to 63.13. All right, so SPX, that's where we're at. We'll take a look at the SPY again. All right, there's SPY trying to get a little bit better here, 645 now. All right, so we move up just a tad up on our daily, on this guy here. So this is where we're fighting today. All right, so this is the battle that we're going to deal with here. All right, this big-ass green bar from 2 days ago. All right, we're going to see what happens inside here today. We could be stuck in here all day. All right, don't get too crazy with the two coming back down. All right, so we're going to get that 652 break to the downside, and 645 we come down to here. All right, so we're going to be inside here. We'll see what happens. Looking across the board, sats, these satellite stocks still continue to stay good. EchoStar, it's kind of volatile move here. Made this move, did not make the higher high yet. All right, so that tells me that until we get a higher high, we could have more troubles here. Okay, now looking at it right now, it's trading at 118.10. All right, so 118.10 is looking to be inside day, still stuck on sats. All right, Planet is just a beast, so good. But even on the breakdown, it only took us down to 26.24. All right, 29.50 inside today, guys. All right, 29.50. Does that take day? No, we're going to be stuck inside day there. We'd like to see a break and come back in a little bit more there. All right, to go real quick here. How about some your Mag 7, Microsoft? What's Microsoft doing? Back down to 365, down $4 and change. It's triangled out 10,677 times. Okay. Microsoft, all right, more than likely probably going to break down again. All right, so let's see, but I don't know if I think these lows may hold. Okay, I will say that. Okay, I think I will draw a line in the sand and say that these just might. All right. And we'll see. All right, so there's your Microsoft. There was some news out in Tesla this morning. Tesla is back down $11 here, coming down. So taking out all of yesterday's business, we're coming all the way back into 370. All right, so we're right in here. We're going to come inside the 2-day. All right, so we're going to be right in here. I'd like to triangle this all back down again. All right, that's what I would like. But I don't get what I like. All right, but Tesla, we'll see. All right, we'll look at the Goog. There's your Goog. Had the nice 2-2 up, and then today they come it and take it away. All right, so 286. We're back inside the 2-day here. All right, so we're going to be fighting this battle in here with the gap too. All right, so the gap's going to get filled on this morning here when they open. All right, so we'll see there. What did I not miss there? Amazon. Amazon stuck in the middle with you here. 19 minutes right now. All right, so stuck in the middle here with Amazon here finishing the day, but you're taking day down on this guy. All right, 205 back into change in here. All right, so everybody, we're fighting in this 2-day move to the upside. I wish they would have hit them harder. Maybe they will, but buyers are gonna step, and they always do. All right, so I'll definitely get to you by noon, and be good.